ate noodles with no packet. Cereal with the
As Clavicular continues to spiral, all we can do is ask ourselves why. We have yet another Hello Yasan video here today, guys. Let's jump into it.
Clavicular, who is known to have taken a cocktail of different substances in, partially blowing up from the Aiden Ross admission that he saw him on his private jet taking math, and we're not talking about the subject in school. He OD'd live on stream. Yes.
Hey, yo!
And this all started with him taking this substance.
Is this where it starts? This young man? Look at this young man.
Is there a trash can around here?
What was that?
I'm Clav. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Bro,
Sorry.
it doesn't matter if you're meeting people, you're completely you're not locking in, dude.
I'm from Brazil.
Oh shit, he's gonna zoom!
English is also.
So this thing that he's downing out of what looks to be a 5-hour energy bottle,
gonna
it
zoom,
is
bro.
some concoction of different drugs. And a little bit later, you would see that he would start to say he needed to sit down, and you could see his behavior just being really odd.
You know?
This is not good, man. Bro. Clav!
Holy.
The crazy thing about Clav is that, yo, everyone has been saying this about his health. He's not taking his health into consideration. He's just going around streaming and doing all these substances, and it's like, bro, I understand that the KPP is crazy, but at what cost? Your whole life, even his dad. When Clavicular had attended brand risk, even his dad was like, bro, why are you doing this? You have become this addict and my son is completely gone. Bro, you can't risk your life for money like that.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
No, you're not.
Oh my god, yeah.
Bro.
No, I'm having a good time. Yeah, let me go sit somewhere. Holy fuck. Let's go sit down right here. Oh yeah?
He's gonna zoom. He's zooming, bro.
Oh my god.
Bro, he's zoomed.
Holy.
So eventually they go sit down, and then he just nods off.
This man's good. This guy's hair isn't real, by the way, guys. This guy's hair.
When did you last take blue?
I don't know why he decided to wear a wig.
You want natty? You want natty?
So the guy next to him is like, yo,
Do another bro, an upper?
oh, you need an Addy, which is, it's just, these guys are a walking science experiment. There's like, okay, I'm down, so I'm gonna take an upper. You know, I gotta go out, and I'm high anxiety, so I gotta drink this thing, so it lowers me. They're playing like a game of seesaw with the different substances. And then he would proceed to be carried out by security.
Bro, wow! Clav! Clav! Clav, wow! Clav! That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. I'm so sorry for this kid, man. I feel so sorry for this youth. Holy. He's really going through it, dude.
For some people that might have been feeling bad about the situation, because personally I feel bad for this guy in a different type of case. But this is just an example of something that he said himself in a previous stream.
25 mg, so you could like placebo max yourself like into thinking like you're gonna mug harder. I feel like it's kind of worth it.
The issue is that based on the research I did, 25 mg is worse than like 400 tests.
Yeah, bro. Look, even the guy told you before, and he's telling you don't do this amount. It's ridiculous. Dude, at what point do you have to treat yourself like this?
Worse. Yeah. So it's like, if you want to do 25 strength, just for like a bit of a boost, it's like, why not just add like half a gram more of tests?
Because you're gonna bloat.
AI.
Yeah, but like, China's no bloat.
Yeah, but like giga high test and AI seems pretty ideal, to be honest.
I'd rather 10 years sooner.
Whoa!
That's my thing. Who gives? You know? So that's the only dope I got.
This man is willing to risk it all for the views, the attention, the women, and I get it. Right now, they'll say that the modern dating market is bad, it's terrible, but is that really true? Is that really the truth? Is it just most of these women that want these top tier guys on Instagram that are just a message away, most of them will never obtain them. So this idea of hypergamy is stupid, because at the end of the day, she ends up falling for the guy who works at the local mechanic shop. So it doesn't matter, Clav, do you really need this? At what cost? You're perishing your body molecular cells at such a level. It's ridiculous right now, dude. And these kids don't even understand what they're taking for the most part. They think they're informed, but they're not.
Chalk it up. You don't think you just mug on like 2 grams of testo?
Nah.
So here, what they're talking about is I think they're talking about tren and testosterone, which are 2 steroids. And then this guy's talking about the AI that he's talking about is an aromatase inhibitor. And they're just talking about how one can affect you better. And then he's just basically saying like, listen, if I'm going to look better, I'll shave 10 years. I'll shave 15 years. And one of the people that would reply to this is Cuffham, who was the first guy to really link up with Clavicular. Well, after Cheezer.
There for me, I gotta be there for him. I don't care if I gotta pause this stream, put it on black screen just to go to the hospital, check up on him, and come back. I'm gonna go check up on him because he checked up on me. I'm a real nigga first before anything. First, I'm a real friend.
Shout out,
y'all
Cuff him.
straight up, bro. Like, bro, you already made it. You successful.
Shout out, Cuff him.
You can change your life around now. You don't gotta do these drugs. You don't gotta do this. All these you gotta do all these method.
Everyone knows who he is now. Why does he still got to roll like this?
You don't gotta do steroids. You already made it. You already successful, gang. It's just like you know who you are. Like, you don't gotta do none of that. You don't gotta do none of that that's gonna jeopardize your life. You feel me? So yeah, that's it. But
So this is the thing. He's talking about you don't got to do nothing to jeopardize your life. I think he's sending out a good message. This guy himself has gotten a lot healthier. I think he put down the cup. I don't know.
Dude, there are so many Cuffham streams where he gets way too zoomed. He gets zoomed up, bro, like a Zoom call. Everyone's connected. He was connecting to God in a different way, dude. Sometimes he zonks out on stream, which is just, oh, man. It's unfortunate to see people's consumption like this, bro. I pray for all the youth that are going through stuff, that are struggling, and that are trying to self-medicate before they can find a way to go get help internally, because consuming only can fill up half the cup. The other cup has to be your own personal work through these traumas and abuse.
He was actually real sipping lean or fake sipping lean, which is something that people accuse Dave Blunts of, but he's been trying to get himself healthy. He's been losing weight, so congratulations to Cuffham for that. And I do think he's spreading a good message. The only thing is that what made Clavicular successful are the drugs. And we're going to get into that in a moment, because Clavicular would finally respond to the situation in less than 24 hours and say, just got home. That was brutal. All of the substances are just a cope, trying to feel neurotypical while being in public. But obviously that isn't a real solution. The worst part of tonight was my face descending from the life support mask. And then someone says, just autism maxed in public. Who gives a F what others think? And he says, if I wasn't a live streamer, I'd agree with you. Because that's what seems to be the case. Like, well, people will just tell him, like, bro, you just got...
He seems to always be like, oh, because I'm streaming, because I'm doing this, I need all these things to stop the anxiety, to do this, as opposed to just, I guess he doesn't want to consume alcohol. So it's like, oh, alcohol usually lowers your inhibition, allows you to be more social, be more in a place that would be more anxiety inducing, I guess. And it works for the most part. But for the other part, it's like you have to be okay with yourself. You have to be like all right with who you are. If you don't have a sense of self-esteem, it doesn't matter what you take, that anxiety is always going to be there, because anxiety and worry and trauma, it all lives in the body. It lives in the muscles.
Got to get off the drugs. You just got to get healthy, man. No, this guy has built a prison for himself. That's the problem. Like Clavicular, he has regularly said in the past that he would go days, and he would prefer to go days without speaking to anybody. So he was saying, like, at a time there were 5 days or 6 days straight where he didn't utter a single word. Yes, not utter a single word. He said he would wake up early or wake up late or something to go to the bathroom just so he wouldn't have to see his parents and or family members and them say something to him, just so he could go back and be on forums. And even as of last year or so, when he was already making good money, before he really started actively streaming, just off of his TikTok stuff and some of his YouTube stuff, he would talk about like, yo, I'm not trying to go out. I'm not trying to do all this other stuff. The most enjoyable thing I can do is, make my money and sit here and doom scroll and rot on TikTok. He's like, there's nothing more enjoyable than this. And to a degree, I kind of understand what he's saying, even though I don't really doom scroll. I despise just people sending me reels. Like, friends do it all the time. I'm never opening your reel. Like, stop sending them to me, please. Oh, man. And I tell them that, and they keep sending them to me. Like, just stop. Anyway, I just had to...
I think it's the way we all connect nowadays on the internet. I think it's through shared interests that are short form content, which is just,
let that out for a second. So the guy, he built his stream up on going, like the people that watch him right now, he's going out, he's interacting with other people in public, there's fights happening, there's chaos, it's a circus. He cannot do this without the drugs. Think about it. He's going to have sky high anxiety. He's already, like he said, this guy is a little bit autistic, or at least he's high anxiety when it comes to social situations.
But it also has to do with the things that he says, bro. The people that want to, I guess, take him down, which is why he always hang around with such heavy security, dude. So that is anxiety-inducing in itself.
So if he doesn't take the drugs, then people are just going to say it's boring. Like, he's going to go out, he's going to be in a panic. And this is the difference between him and, let's say, a Cuffham or a Kai Cenat or even an Aiden Ross. If you were a classmate of Kai Cenat's, do you think he could have gone 5 minutes in class without saying a word? Like, this guy went 5 days and he enjoyed going those 5 days? No, Kai Cenat was bouncing off walls since he was probably like 6 years old. I mean, we have content of the guy on Facebook video from when he was a young teenager, or not even a young teen. Yeah, I think he started uploading himself when he was 12, 13. This guy was watching FouseyTube and Roman Atwood, doing pranks, screaming, jumping, yelling. He was made to stream. This guy Cuffham also, he's a social guy. Like, sure, he may be in his room, but you can just see him interact. He's high energy. Clavicular is not. And this is the problem, because previously he didn't need to be, because a lot of his content was more informational about like all the stuff that he knows about these different drugs, and also
Yeah, and now that he's switched it up, he has to keep up the ruse. He has to keep up the act. He has to keep up the grift. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be a grifter. Don't let whatever sort of prison you build for yourself be the end-all, be-all. Don't be a slave to the substances. Don't be a slave to the money, because in the end, you just end up becoming a shell of yourself for all of these things, right? And that's not what we want. We don't want that. We don't need that.